Hello, kid. Today we are going to learn how to keep ourselves safe while using sharp tools, whether at home or elsewhere. So, firstly, let me ask you something. Don't you feel without using these sharp tools, our life is really incomplete? Well, they help us a lot in doing various kind of tasks, right? Can you remember some sharp tools that you have used? Let me help you. Knife, scissors, blade, correct? But while using them, we should always be very careful because since these tools have sharp edges, so we might hurt ourselves if we are not careful. So let us see what are the safety tips whenever we want to use the sharp tools. Let's see an incident. Well, we all love our long vacations, correct? Especially the summer ones. So, on one summer vacation, you and your sister Neha were there at your home. So, you both decided one afternoon to sit down and do your homework. Just like a good boy, you were helping out your sister with the homework while your mom was in the kitchen doing some work. Over here, you know your sister Neha just loves helping out your mom sometimes. Although your mom doesn't allow her because she is a kid, but you know that sometimes Neha goes to the kitchen and starts doing something by herself when your mom is not around. What do you think? Is it a correct thing for Neha to go to the kitchen and work all by herself without any supervision? Not really, right? So let's see an incident when this thing happened. So once your mom just got a phone call and told you that she needs to go and get something from the supermarket and you two should be completing your homework, and she instructed both of you that you should not touch anything that is lying around. So just like a good boy, you continue doing your homework. But what about your sister? You suddenly see your sister has stopped doing her homework and kept her books aside, and finally she went to the kitchen to cut an apple herself. What do you think you should do over here? Let us see the options. In the first option, you let your sister cut the apple all by herself. Well, do you think it's a correct option? Because your mother is not around. What if she cuts her hand and the blood will be oozing out? Don't you think it will be a very deep injury for your sister? And since you are all alone, how would you handle the situation? How would you give her medicine and what would you do? So, this is definitely a wrong option over here. So, let's see the second option, which you can do. So, since you thought of keeping your sister safe, you thought you will go and cut it by yourself. But let me tell you, the knife is a very sharp instrument. So if you don't use it carefully, you might also end up hurting yourself, which is absolutely not safe for you, correct? And since you're all alone without your mom, so you wouldn't find any other option to help you out. So this is also a wrong option. So you should never cut it yourself or let your sister cut, thereby ensuring that you both are safe from using such sharp tools. So if these two are wrong options, what should be the solution of this problem? Let's see. So if you are really hungry and you want to eat something, tell your sister to take something else for eating and not cut the apple by herself. So in this way, you would ensure that both you and your sister are safe in the absence of your mom, and you both are not at all handling any sharp tool like knife. So other than knife, there are also other sharp tools that we use in our day-to-day lives. For example, the razor and the blade. I'm sure you have also seen your dad using the razor and the blade for his shaving purpose, right? But what does he do after that? Does he leave it around somewhere? No, right? He always keeps it back in his shaving kit. Why is it so? Because he knows that keeping a razor and a blade lying around is very unsafe for anyone in the house. For example, if he leaves the razor and blade in the washroom one day and you happen to find it out, what would you do in that situation? Would you start fidgeting with that? Or would you inform someone to keep it back in a safe place? Let me tell you the consequences. If you start fidgeting with the blade, since it's a very sharp tool, you might end up injuring yourself very badly. So, you should never ever think of touching the blade as well. In fact, other than doing that, you can go up to your dad and say that you have seen the blade lying around here, so he should take it and put it in the shaving kit. In this way, you can ensure you, along with your family members, are entirely safe from getting hurt with the blade. Correct? So after this, we have got the stapler. Well, being a student, I am sure you will agree with me. We use staplers almost every day. Why is it so? To pin up the papers. But we must always remember that our finger should not come in between the paper and the stapler. Because if it comes, then you will be getting injured very badly with the pin of the stapler. And since it will pierce you, your finger will start bleeding. So, make sure you're always safe while pinning the papers and using the stapler properly. Next, we see the safety pin. This is one of the most commonly used sharp object everywhere, whether in home, whether in school. So for instance, your mother has left some safety pins on the table and you want to pin it up on the sleeve. So while doing so, always make sure you use the pin properly so that it should not poke in your body. Otherwise, you might end up getting a deep wound out of it and thus you will be hurt. So always while using the safety pins, make sure you pin it up very much properly with the clothes. Here comes the different instruments that we use in our day-to-day lives in schools. As students, we use very sharp tools like the compass, the paper knives, the scissors. So while doing so, we must always be very careful that we should use it properly and never we should keep it in such a way that your fellow mates get hurt out of it. So once you're done working out in the maths class, for example, you should put back your compass, your pencil sharpener, your rulers in your proper pencil box so that you can ensure you and your friends are also safe while using it. So after this, we have got the needle. It is a very tiny useful object, correct? But don't you think if it lies around here and there unattended, you will also get hurt out of it? Absolutely correct. So whenever you see a needle that is used for sewing clothes lying here or there unattended, always make sure you tell a parent or a senior to take it and put it back in a proper box so that you don't get any deep wound by using the needle improperly. So, I hope the story of them was very helpful to you. So, let's have a quick glance on the safety tips while using the sharp objects. First thing is, always make sure after proper usage, the sharp tools are kept in a safe place. Second, never ever try to catch hold of a falling object which is a sharp tool, because in this way you might end up hurting yourself. So never ever try this. In the third option we see, whenever you want to hand over a pair of scissors, make sure the handle is towards the person receiving the scissor. So in this way you will make sure that this person along with you are always safe while handling the scissors. Fourth point, when you have finished using the scissors, make sure its blades are together. Thereby, its sharp edges will not be exposed, which may cause you harm, and hence you will be safe. In the fifth option, we see that whenever you get injured with any sharp object, make sure you instantly go up to your parent and inform him or her. Why? because once the bleeding stops, you must be sure that you are taken to a doctor and given the tetanus injection, because this injection helps you to get protected from the spreading of the infection. So, I'm sure that if you follow all these rules and take care of yourself while handling sharp objects, you will always be safe, no matter whether in home or in school. And along with you, your fellow mates would also be safe from handling sharp objects. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at deltastep.com to get all the learning resources as per ICC, CBSE, IB, Cambridge or any other curriculum. More than 5,000 plus amazing lectures across maths, science, English and social studies. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged, and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis along with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve your slightest of doubt. That's not all. You can also win amazing prizes like PlayStations, iPads, watches and many more along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So, at deltastep.com, learning is not only fun and easy but also rewarding. So, register for free now.